We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 5. On the option to give to Swift here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On 1st down, Hurts. It's caught. Smith. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Take it at the 37. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Hurts. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's do it. Let's go. It's showtime, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go. Trying to go to work. Oh, man. Boy. Let's go.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here now, 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Swift going to try up the middle. A beautiful fake. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Swift again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. That second down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Geno. Going right back to Fant. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. This is Fant on the short completion.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Geno now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. This complete to Lockett. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Smith now on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Smith. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Myers' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st down, Hurts. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Caught by Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now here's Michael Dixon standing right on his own 5-yard line. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because It's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll run right here with Swift. Oh, good move. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Swift. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jalen Carter, his 2nd sack of the night.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Carter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd down and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts. Quick slant to Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
In motion right is Brown.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
On the option to give to Swift here.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
They can't stop us. Let's go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Geno. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Geno now to throw. And it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Smith on 1st down.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Smith throwing again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Jalen Carter make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Let's go. Let's go right here. Come on now, let's not do the court. Don't wait on nobody else to make it. You make the court. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate. This is your game, baby. I got you, baby. Let's do it. Let's see how we gotta do it. Let's go. Let's go now. Let's go. Put out a little aggressive, baby. Let's ride out. It's showtime, baby.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
140 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The man in motion is Brown.
Now they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
2nd down and 4. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit.
Tyler Lockett, and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll